another Ants on a Rock video. Welcome to the Ant Corner. Now, my colony of Meranoplus bicolor, the Valentines, have been moved about from tank to tank and outworld to outworld. And they are having their final move now. So I've got this small tank, it's only small, and I only need a small one because Meranoplus bicolor only get to about 200 or so workers. They're not a very large growing ant colony wise, they just kind of plod along, which is perfect for this. So I've sped it all up to make this super fast. So here we go. So we start with a few inches of drainage layer. For this I simply use washed gravel. I say a couple of inches, just enough for the water at the bottom to escape from the substrate. Once I'm happy with that, I added in a bit of water to give it instant humidity the minute it's made. I went in with a carrier bag, which I normally do, a carrier bag or a black bag, with holes cut into it. And I made sure the sides came up right round the side of it as well. This is important for this build. So next we went in with activated carbon. This is normal. You need this to help purify the water as it passes through the substrate into the drainage layer. Then I went in with this mix. This mix is a soil, sphagnum moss and those clay balls, which are really good for keeping humidity. So I added in a little bit of more sphagnum, just mix that through. And this is going to be our base layer of substrate. And this is what we want to keep loads of humidity coming up from the bottom and keep that nest nice and solid so that they don't collapse tunnels. Next I went in with a layer of sand. This is a special type of sand mix which is pretty good. When it gets wet it gets pretty solid as well, so it won't collapse again. Then another layer, just the straight soil. This is nice compost soil that I keep in my mixes. I fill this to about the same level as the bag. So I said that I left the edges of the bag pretty high, so basically if I ever do need to move, God forbid, if I ever do need to move them again, I should just be able to pick up the edges of the bag and pick up the whole nest, substrate and everything without disturbing it too much. So this is the outworld that the Meranoplus are living in at the minute. You can see how much they dig everywhere, absolutely everywhere, but they've dug to the point where it all collapsed in on them, which is not good for the queen, not good for the colony, and I'm not happy, simply because it's just drying out too fast. I'm having to water it basically daily. So very carefully I went about moving the ants. Most of the workers I was fairly easy to just scoop them into this little scoopy thing I use. I used a lot of the sand from their outworld as well to build up the mound. Add in a bit of water to it at the same time, and then you'll see that I poke a little hole which starts the tunnel for them. They instantly took to this and started moving in. I did easily find the queen. I knew where the queen's chamber was because it was pretty much against the side of the outworld. So I got her nice and gently into my scoopy thing and let her go straight into the tunnel once they were already digging in there. She went straight in. They moved all their eggs and larvae pretty easy, and to be honest it was one of the easiest moves I ever could have done or anticipated. I used this nice bit of driftwood just to kind of break it up. I had a couple of pieces that I was trying. I found this one worked, but I had to get it at the right angle, and now I've actually taken it out altogether. I'm just using the nice empty outworld. The Meranoplus are ground-dwelling species. They don't really climb much, they don't really do a lot other than tunnel and eat. So that's perfect for this little outworld. I think they'll really enjoy it. I'll get a heat lamp over the top and a heat cable attached around the back of the outworld to the sides of the glass. This will encourage them to tunnel towards the glass and use the heat sources available to heat their eggs and larvae and speed it up a bit. So as I said, I just wanted to do this super quick for you. I know I've done loads of builds, but it's just another one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I've got some really cool videos coming out, and the next episode of my massive multi-species vivarium is coming out this Wednesday, so make sure you tune in for that one. And as always, I see you again, ant fans.